Hello there. I'm Jennifer Keller, and I am a company vice president with Park Lane Jewelry. And I just want to be one of the first to welcome you to not only Park Lane, but especially to our team Sparkle. You have made an excellent decision to join our team and Park Lane. And I believe that if you let it, this business can do so much for you. It can give you income, it can give you financial freedom, it can give you opportunities to promote, to earn trips, a Mercedes, grow your confidence, make new friends, and you can earn a ton of free jewelry. So I hope you're as excited as I am because this can be an amazing journey if you let it. So my goal in this video is to tell you a little bit about the company and our team Sparkle and what you can expect. If you are not super familiar with Park Lane, they have been in business for 67 years. They were started by a couple, Arthur and Shirley Levine, who got married at age 16, and they had a vision to create Park Lane. So they borrowed $1,800. They got started. They have never taken more than a 2% profit. And now, as the business has moved on to the second and third generation of the Levine family, they still only take a 2% profit. And this will make more sense when I tell you about all the programs they offer, because otherwise you might be wondering, how can they afford to do so much for their teams? So the company is debt-free, cash-rich, and well-established, making them really the best kept secret. So as you're getting started, this video can be for anyone, whether you just joined or you joined years ago and you're looking for a refresher. If you did not get the start that you wanted, you can always start over. So if you didn't do these things that we're about to discuss, just know that it is not too late to restart. So in this video, we're going to talk about how there are several ways to do your business. You can do in-home parties, personal appointments, that kind of thing. You can be a social seller. You can sell through social media. You can do Facebook parties, Zoom parties, messenger parties. There are so many options with Park Lane, and I encourage you to try them all. You know, before the pandemic, we were strictly in-home consultants. And then during the pandemic, we were strictly online sellers. But now we can do both. And you should always be your own brand ambassador. So make sure when you leave the house, you've got your jewelry on. So when you're getting started, you should have received a GLAM plan in the welcome text from me. And I encourage you to go through that GLAM plan with your leader. That is kind of your roadmap to success. It gives you step-by-step instructions on what you should do first, because our goal is always that you work smarter, not harder, and that you don't recreate the wheel unless you want to. We recommend you get familiar with our Boards app. This is an app that you can put on your phone and on your computer, and it's where we store everything from graphics to verbiage to trainings to ideas on every subject we can think of. So that is your first place to look if you need some help. Schedule your launch party. Your leader will do this launch party for you. She is going to be with you step by step through every single part of Park Lane, getting you up and running. So make sure you reach out to her and stay in touch with her. You're going to want to do that launch party and a practice party because, you know, no matter what day you pick, there will always be people who can't come. So by scheduling a practice party the week after your launch party, you're going to be able to capture some of those people that weren't able to be there the first time. And then when you think of who to invite, you want to invite Frankie. And Frankie is an acronym that stands for your friends, your relatives, your acquaintances, your neighbors or coworkers, kids or grandkids, and then the I is anybody who's your friend through the internet. And when you invite them, you want to invite them individually. I know it's tempting to go into the group and click that invite button at the top, but I really hope that you pretend that button is not even there. They want to hear from you personally. And the more you personally invite, and I'm not saying you can't do a little copy paste, you can, but the more you personally invite, the better results you're going to have. And as you have people start responding that they're coming, I always say do one little thing that might make a big difference in your business. Reach back out to them and say, hey, can you do me a favor and invite someone I don't know? Because if your friend Jill invites her sister Mary and Mary books a party, you are immediately in a new circle of people. And that's the goal, to be in a new circle of people as much as possible. Now, a few little housekeeping things in Park Lane. One, we get paid weekly. So our accounting weeks close on Wednesday. So Wednesday night at midnight, your time, everything needs to be submitted that you want to get paid on. On Friday, you'll be able to see on your website how much your direct deposit will be. And then that amount is direct deposited to you, usually on Tuesday. Now, because we do Wednesday as the end of the week, it's also Wednesday is the end of the month. So this month, May, just coincidentally happens to be May 31st. But like in June, the last Wednesday is June 28th. So that's the end of June. July will start June 29th. I know it can be confusing. Ask your recruiter if you get stuck on any of those dates. Now, you'll find with our boards and with our weekly huddles and our monthly trainings, we have lots of training available. So I think the most important one to be part of is our Friday huddles. They are at 9:30 Pacific, 12:30 Eastern every Friday morning. They're streamed into our Facebook group. They are recorded if you can't be on live, but we always love for you to be on live if you can. On Thursdays, you'll get an email from Park Lane. It's called The Loop, and it kind of lets you know what's going on with Park Lane for that week. And then I always go live on Thursday and do the Loop Scoop. And I talk about what's going on with Park Lane and what's going on with Team Sparkle because it can move fast. So it's easy to feel like you missed something if you're not paying attention to these emails and the Friday huddles. But you will see that in the top of our Facebook banner or the top of our Facebook group, I have a banner that lists all the important dates. So if you ever feel like what's going on, when is this due, look there and it'll get you back on track. We also offer a monthly Jewel School. It's on the third Saturday of the month at 8 Pacific, 11 Eastern. And that's primarily for new stylists, just again, some additional training and tips to get your business going. But of course, anyone is welcome. So if you ever want a refresher, you are welcome to jump back into that. We do special workshops and special trainings throughout the month, and we will always post about them in our Facebook group, talk about them on the huddle and the Loop Scoop, and then there's even a weekly newsletter that I send out too. So you will be well informed. All right, now you're probably already a member of our Team Sparkle Facebook group, which is great, but there's 3 other groups you may want to join. 2 of them are sponsored by Park Lane, and that's the Park Lane Social Graphics group and the Park Lane Stylist community. The graphics give you graphics that you can use for invitations and promotions and that kind of thing. And then the stylist community is where they do recognition, training, sometimes contests are in there. So definitely join both of those. And then our team has another group called Park Lane Sparkle Life. And that's where every Sunday night, someone from our team, one of our leaders, will go live and share how Park Lane works. So if you ever have a guest that wants to hear about it, just know that you can invite her to Sunday night in the Park Lane Sparkle Life Facebook group. And then every Wednesday, we do a free necklace night on Zoom where you can invite guests too. So Sunday and Wednesday are always for guests. So you probably got into Park Lane, I'm guessing, to make a little extra money. Not everyone does for that reason, but most people do. So let's just spend a minute talking about the 3 biggest parts of our business, which is selling, booking, and recruiting. So you'll find with selling that we have the most amazing customer special. This is what got my attention when I joined Park Lane, that they have this sale every day of the year where if you purchase 2 items at full price, you can get 4 items at half price. And the 2 at full price are always your least expensive. Customers love this. It makes them trust you more right from the beginning because they know that you are looking out for them to get them the very best deal. So what we try to encourage people to do is to send us a wish list with their 7 favorites. Sometimes that changes depending on the bonus, but in a non-bonus week, 7 favorites so that we can make a cart for them that shows the 2 least expensive at full price, the next 4 at half price, and then when they purchase 90, they can get a bonus piece up to 200 for 30. I like to create the cart for them and send it to them because a lot of times they're not paying attention. So they miss that they still have half price to use, or they miss that they can get that bonus. So we always want them to send us a wish list. Now you'll see that Park Lane will come out with style drops. These are deeply discounted items. Like this one is new for this month. This is our tropical impression bracelet. This is $35 with a $40 purchase. So customers love these. Your customers will become trained to know that if they want it, they have to grab it soon because it does run out. And this is not something I would promote at a party because the $35 price of this is what we call non-sales. So there's net and there's non. Net is anything that's sold at full price or half price that you make your commission on. Non is everything else. That's your style drops, your sparkle box, your bonuses. Now, the good thing is a customer has to spend net to get non. So you're always making money on every sale. But something like this, because I want to focus on the 2 and 4 sale at my parties, this is something I would promote in my VIP group, just for my VIPs who know about the deals and just a little something extra for them. Park Lane has a great guarantee on their jewelry. So within 4 months, if a customer has any problem with a piece, even if she just doesn't like the piece, she can exchange it for free. After 4 months, it's just $10 plus tax and shipping. Now, if she actually wants a refund, which doesn't happen very often, she has 30 days to get a refund on her piece. For our customers, I mentioned we want them to create their wish list. So when we do our parties, we're telling them over and over again, write down what you love, star your favorite 7. I do a drawing. When I get 6 wish lists from my customers, I do a drawing for a bracelet or something fun. Because usually if you can get a wish list, you're going to get an order. And you'll see on our boards and through our glam plan that there's a couple videos that you're going to want to watch. One of them is how to cart share. So how to create that cart from the wish list, send it to the customer, and then how to create the order on your website, because you always want to have a shopping link to give someone. So make sure you watch those 2 videos, because what we do with these carts is, we ask them to send us a wish list. They send us a wish list. We create a cart, text them the link, and they can click on it. And if it looks good, they can check out from there. If they want to make changes, sometimes we go back and forth and then they check out from there. And what I love about that is they are the ones putting in their address and putting in their credit card. So I'm not making mistakes. I'm not messing that up. It's great. Now, when you have a hostess, you of course are going to create a show on your website for her so that when her friends shop, it'll see at the top, shopping with Jennifer Keller for Susie's jewelry party, so that hostess gets credit every time someone orders. But you as a stylist, you also want to have a party open all the time. So when you get those random orders, it is going to a party. So make sure that you never give someone just the link to the parklanejewelry.com website, but give them the link to the party that you have created in your name. That way you get credit for it. And then when you get 10 orders, you can pick out $400 in jewelry, send it in, get paid, and then open a new party. Now, what's great about how customers order is we want them to order from the front office. So the front office is when someone goes to your link. You send them the link, they start there. It says at the top, shopping with Jennifer Keller for Jill so-and-so's show. So that's where you want them to order from, because when they check out, that jewelry is shipped immediately. They do not have to wait for the hostess to close the order. If you do it from the back office, and the back office is where you log in as a stylist, you can do it there, but then that jewelry will not ship until the hostess closes her party. So the only time you ever want to enter an order on the back office is if it's a previous customer, previous hostess actually, who's getting a bonus from her friend booking her party. So ask your recruiter about that. I don't want to confuse you. Okay, so let's talk about what we do. What we do is we sell jewelry. And what I love about that is it's a visual product. So if you're wearing it, especially some of the bolder pieces or a good arm party, you are going to get compliments on it. I just sold jewelry to a woman who sat next to me on an airplane last week because she liked my Ashton bracelets. I love it because she brought it up, and I can just talk about my business and it's not pushy because she brought it up. So make sure you're always wearing jewelry. Make sure you have a little mini commercial ready when someone says, I love your necklace. I love your ring. I will say something like, thank you. That makes me feel so good. one of the perks from my job is I get a lot of free jewelry. Do you think she might ask you what you do? I think she might ask you what you do. So it gives you a way to talk about it. I mentioned the style drops already, but another thing Park Lane offers is Sparkle Box. So that's a subscription. Where are my boxes? Let me grab this. That's a subscription that you can do either for yourself and your customers can do it. But every month it comes in this box and it's a surprise. I love it. My customers love it. So one piece is $24. Two pieces is $39, plus tax, no shipping. And this counts as one of your 10 orders on a party. So this is the one for May. Sometimes they sell out. I think this one probably will because it's so cute. Both of these pieces, $39. So I encourage you to be a Sparkle Box subscriber yourself. It's a tax write-off because these are supplies. But that gives you a reason to go on social media every month and show something new. Your customers are going to love that we always have new jewelry. So Sparkle Box is a great thing. In addition to your parties, you can do other things. And we talk about these on the huddle. You can do social sales and earring parties and 30 and under parties, all to supplement your personal parties. But I will tell you this, parties are the lifeline of your business. And you always want to have 6 parties on your calendar. If you can count out 6 parties, you have a business. So that's your first goal, is to get to 6 parties and then replace every party with a party. So, talk to your leader about how to do this, about the words to say. We have all of that on boards for you to use. But the bottom line is you want to ask every single person who orders, who comes to a party, who sends you a wish list about having a party. And if you haven't done your launch party yet, don't wait for your launch party. If you have someone who likes you, loves you, or owes you a favor, ask them now if they would have a party to get you started. Your goal is to start networking with as many new people as soon as you can. And as you start to book parties, take control of your calendar. I'm very techie and everything syncs all together, but I love a paper calendar because it's a visual something to look at and say, okay, this is what's going on with my family. This is what's going on with us. And I highlight the days that I can do parties. That way, when someone wants to have a party, I can say, great. How about May 23rd or 24th? Because what you don't want to say is, great, when do you want to have it? They have no idea. They're going to end up with call me, and you don't want call me. Pencil it in. And that helps when you know your next 2 available dates. If you're working on your launch party, one of the goals from your launch party is that you get qualified. And qualified means that you have sold $1,000 net and non in your first 5 weeks. A lot of stylists do this right from their launch party because we want to keep that open to get you 10 orders so that you can get $400 in jewelry to add to your kit. So when you do that, sometimes that's $1,000. If not, maybe you leave it open a little bit longer, or maybe you combine it with your practice party or a messenger party. So talk to your leader about how to get qualified. And what I also recommend you do is that you, right from the beginning, make a list of 100 people you know. And I know that seems like a lot, but here's the deal, is when you have some time to work on your business, and we are all busy people, you don't want to spend the 10 minutes you have figuring out who to reach out to. So if you already have a list of 100, you know who to reach out to, and you will use that time so much more effectively. When you do book some parties, you are going to want to hostess coach them. This is all broken down on our boards step by step, but our goal is to help every hostess get a 10 order party so she gets $400 in jewelry. So take the time to hostess coach her, share the hostess benefits with her, call her to talk through all these things with her. Park Lane gives us 2 fast 50s that we can use any way we want. So what that means is you can offer your hostess $50 in extra free jewelry. That'll cost you $10, but they are a great resource if you use them effectively. So for example, I might use them at a party and I might say, hey, if you can do a party in May, I'll give you an extra $50 in free jewelry. If you can do it next week, I'll give you an extra 100. Or you might tell a hostess on a Facebook party, if you can get 15 people watching live, I'll give you another $50 in free jewelry. So you can use them however you want. Now, to give your hostess her free jewelry, there is a stylist cost. If the hostess earns $80 or less in free jewelry, the cost is $7. If she earns more than $80, it's $9. But if she has 150 in non-fees, or non-orders, like your bonuses, your style drops, your sparkle box, if she has at least 150, then that fee is waived. Okay, let's spend a minute on recruiting. So recruiting is optional, but it is one of the best parts of Park Lane. And I love the whole idea of pouring into someone else and helping them reach their goals. So I hope that you're open to recruiting. Plus, kind of our team culture is, we want to help you have an amazing launch party. We want to help you get qualified. And then we want to help you promote to branch, which is our first level of leadership. When you promote to branch, you immediately get a 5% raise, which never goes away, and you start earning commissions on your team. So I hope you're open to that, because we have a system in place that can help you do that. Like I mentioned, we have 2 opportunities a week for you to invite guests. We definitely have a promotion culture. So your leader will help you do this. Now, if you do start recruiting and building a team, just know that there's no quotas to sell the jewelry. But if you want to earn commission on your downline, you do have to have $600 in net sales the month before to get paid the following month. Or you need to recruit a new stylist who starts. So talk to your leader about that, just to make sure you don't, accidentally meet that. And then think about, what do you want to do in Park Lane? There's so many things you can go for. They are very good at giving us these carrots, whether it's RRC1, where you earn $250 in free jewelry, or it's the Mercedes bonus, or it's the trips, or it's a bracelet. There's always something you can go for. So figure out what that is and shoot for it, because we have lots of things in place to help you meet those goals. Our team does a mega show once a month where you can invite guests. We do the presentation. You make the profit. You get the free jewelry, unless you want a hostess to do it, and then she can get the free jewelry. You get the profit. We still do the presentation. So definitely leverage us to help you reach those goals. Just so you know, in Park Lane, they do not have a customer service phone number. If you have any customer service issues, you're going to want to send an email. cs@parklanejewelry.com for any customer service questions you might have. If it's anything to do with commissions or money, you want to send that to cd@parklanejewelry.com. And if you have any website issues, the email is websupport@parklanejewelry.com. If you, for any reason, are getting frustrated on any emails with customer service or commissions, feel free to copy me on that email. My email is jenniferkeller40@gmail.com. And if you copy me, make sure you include anyone that's in between us. So if you're in my 3rd level, for example, include everybody between us, just so we all know what's going on and no one feels in the dark. Okay, next steps as we wrap this up. I am excited for you. I would love to see you do a glam plan with your leader, to do a launch party, to schedule a practice party, and to ask 6 friends to have a party for you to get you started. If we have a mega show coming up, you can ask friends to join that. And then, of course, get qualified. And if you don't get qualified, nothing happens to you. But being qualified is a big part of our culture, because if you want to promote, earn the Mercedes, earn the trips, it all depends on qualified stylists. So that's why we make such a big deal about it, and we recognize you when you do it. Okay, well, I just want you to know that I am here for you. If we are not already Facebook friends, please friend request me. You should have gotten a welcome text from me. You'll get a reminder for our weekly huddles. You can opt in if you want a weekly reminder, or you don't have to. But I am so glad that you are part of Team Sparkle. Our mission statement is to empower others to build a business with purpose. Our leaders will partner with you, and we will match what you give. If you want to run, we're going to run with you. You want to walk, we'll walk with you. You want to jog, whatever pace you set, we are going to match it and do this business with you. If you want to build a big business, we can help you do that. If you just want to make $200 a month selling jewelry online, we can help you do that. So you made a great choice. I am glad you're here. This is my full-time job. So please reach out to me anytime if I can help you, encourage you, or give you ideas. See ya.